guys, I'm starting this vlog. It's Sunday. That's crazy because I never start vlogs on Sunday. I always start them on the Monday. I decided today that I actually do want to start the vlog. It's 8. Normally I'm at the clinic by this time. We have a free day today. I feel like I never actually vlog on like free days because I never vlog on the weekend. And I'm about to go on, okay, see, that's what I want to talk about, which is that I feel like I've developed such like a peaceful, healthy like living routine, like way of living that I never did in the city. Because you guys didn't know, obviously, I'm in like a small town and normally I was living in Toronto. I feel like I've actually peaked in my suburban girl life because I am wearing a matching pajama set. There's one mall in this town. A mall, it's not called a mall, it's called a square. I walked there, which is like an hour walk. I literally went just because I wanted to get a pajama set, like a matching pajama set, which is not the best idea when I have to pack up all this stuff in 5 weeks. The sun here is like so bright. The only time that I can really go on walks is like early in the morning and like at night when the sun sets, and the sun sets at like 10 p.m. here. I literally bought this pajama set just because I wanted to go on walks in my PJ set. It's 7 degrees out. I'm gonna put a sweater on. It's like week 4 now. This is about to be week 4 and I feel like I've like really actually settled down and gotten into like a good routine. I like have friends here now, like the other girls at the clinic and stuff. Like, I say girls, but like literally most of them are like 10 years or more older than me. Speaking of, let me talk about the book that I read. I actually finished this book, 9 Lives by Peter Swanson. If you're on the list, Someone Wants You Dead. It's like a thriller slash like mystery book, which normally I don't read that. Also, this is a physical book. Sorry to jump scare you. One of the therapy assistants, she lent it to me because this is like her favorite book. I'll be reading it in the clinic. Like I go really early in the morning, then I like wait for like things to start rolling. And I'm literally like sitting in one of the therapy rooms just like reading like this and everyone can see me. It was 320 pages. I rated like a 3 stars. The only other thriller I've read is The Silent Patient, which I think I rated like a 4 or 5 stars. It's like such a good like bingeable book. This one is definitely a lot slower. It's about these 9 people who they get like a list in the mail of like 9 names and their name is like one of them. And the people on the list start dying like one by one. And you're trying to figure out like what the connection is. Pretty slow moving like for a thriller. And low-key, like sorry, but like all their names, I'm like a little bit face blind to like white people, and by a little I do mean like a lot. So low-key all these people I like didn't know who to. Figure out that all these people are like actually psychopaths and like kind of insane, and it's like kind of scary. Plot twist in this, I will say I didn't guess it, but I feel like the ending slash like reveal wasn't like super satisfying. I don't think there was like enough foreshadowing or like clues to then make it to the end reveal and be like, oh my gosh, like I should have put it together, like it was right in front of our faces. I don't think it was until maybe this far into the book that you even like start getting like a hint. No hate to the girl who gave it to me, but anyway, I finished this because I wanted to return it to her. The book that I am reading, wait, am I about to get into like a thriller era? Because I have like low-key been in like a book slump. Not really a book slump, but I've just like been bored of like so many books. So I decided to start reading 5 Survive by Holly Jackson. I started it last night, really randomly. I just saw like one TikTok. These are literally the only book talks that I'll watch. They're the ones where it's like Pinterest photos that like go by like 50 photos per second, 10-second snippet of a song, and it's just like text of like the characters or like something like, you know what I mean? I saw one for this book and it was like 6 friends go out on like a camping trip, 1 sniper, and then only 5 survive or something like that. And I was like, wait, I've only ever read Good Girl's Guide by her, but me and my friend did go see her when she came to Toronto. Low-key made me become a fan of her. Every time I meet like an author like that, I also saw R.F. Kuang. I was like, every time I see them like in person, I'm like, oh, it takes a lot of work to be an author. And I'm already 21% of the way through page 83. I was like reading until I couldn't fall asleep last night, and I was just like waiting for like the sniper to show up, and the sniper like finally did show up. I didn't really love Good Girl's Guide that much. I didn't care that much about the mystery, but the romance in it that I wasn't expecting between the main character and the boy in Good Girls, I was like, wait, this is like my favorite romance. I don't know if I can show you this, but there's like no clouds here. I've never seen such a clear sky ever. The sky feels like it's like right here. But I also need to edit a video today. That's why I don't vlog my weekends, because most of the time I'm just like working. Not a cloud in the sky. Also, I think it's the fact that all the houses here are like 1 story maximum, and the trees here are so tiny, so there's literally no shade. Also, these are tomatoes I got from the farmer's market. While I was walking there though, not 1 but 2 cars honked at me. I thought I was in some kind of traffic violation, but no, it was just men in jeeps. Guys, good news is that I finally found The Bachelorette this season 21, Jen's season. I finally found it. I'm watching the pilot. There's 2 episodes out. I was honestly never like a big Bachelor girl, except for last season, Joey's season put me on. And then when I heard that Jen was gonna be the new Bachelorette, I was like, let me hop onto Bachelor Nation actually. I don't know why I'm like really bad at binging things. Just something like this where it comes out every single week, I'm like really good at watching that, and in fact I like it. I like having like that weekly routine, like weekly ritual. Also, aren't these such cute PJs? These are the same PJ shorts, except I just switched top. I'm just sitting here on my bed journaling and watching The Bachelorette as a girl does. Hello! I'm on episode 2. I know the guy that everyone kind of like is rooting for with Jen. I feel like I've seen him on TikTok. Low-key, I have like a bad feeling about him. I love Marcus. Not even for Jen, for me. On that first date, oh my god, tell me why I was like kicking my feet and like blushing. He's just like so my type. Ex-military, which you guys all know is my type. Calm and like stable. I love that man. That actually makes me want to go on The Bachelor. Oh my god, if he was like the next Bachelor, I would go on that show. It's almost 9 p.m. Time to go on my daily sunset walk. Do you guys see? I feel like all the Holly Jackson like fanatics like 5 survived the least. I feel like this was like one of her first books. Honestly, this is probably my favorite one, I'm not gonna lie to you. These 6 friends get stranded in an RV and they get a note from the sniper saying that they have to figure out who's hiding the secret. Good morning. Oh my god, I want to try to show you the sun. Like, low-key, how is that real? That looks like the moon, bro. I finished 5 Survive last night. Low-key, I gave it a 5 stars. Like, I'm not saying that it's like the most thought out, bestest, high quality, mind-boggling mystery, but I gave that binge a 5 stars because I pretty much read it in like a day and it was so addictive. Did I care that much about figuring it out? Not really, but was it still a damn good, entertaining story? Yeah, there's a car coming. When I tell you that everyone in this town drives pickup trucks, was I picturing one of the characters as Dylan O'Brien, but like 2014 Dylan O'Brien? Yeah. Also, one of the characters was giving Rafe Cameron from Outer Banks vibes in like a scary way. Not like a Drew Starkey in a buzz cut in season 3 kind of way, to be clear. I've decided to do what I do best and start a new book. It's gonna be on my laptop. Literally all I do on my spare time, lunch break, whatever. I'm literally reading. I think I'm gonna start The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. The only thing that I don't know is whether this has a romance in it. It's like another mystery. Why is the Wi-Fi not working? Blurb didn't say anything about a romance, and those are the best kinds. 5 Survive also has a subplot of romance, by the way. I don't think I said that, which I love very much. That was like the guy giving the 2014 Dylan O'Brien, which is why I liked it so much. But anyway, in this book, we follow a girl named Belle Price, and her mom is Rachel Price, who disappeared when she was 6 years old. Suddenly, she's 16. A crew wants to make a documentary all about her mom disappearing, but right in the middle of the documentary, what happens? Rachel Price reappears. So now it's called The Reappearance of Rachel Price, and we're trying to figure out the mystery of what happened. Yes, there is a subplot of romance to it. I actually needed to confirm that right away in the book, and luckily the book did. It's between her and a guy named Ash, who's part of like the film documentary. He low-key looks nothing like what Pinterest is showing me when I searched him up. I did find out who the couple is, so thank God there's a couple in this book. Another win for the girlies. 5 a.m. I actually think that I slept for 12 hours. My friend and I were supposed to have a movie night yesterday, except she was eating dinner, and while she was waiting, I fell asleep. Oh, that looks really cool. The sun isn't even out yet. I've only read 34 pages. Finally light outside. Also, I've become obsessed with this creator, Daisy Louisa. I've just like had the feminine urge to purge my entire closet. I feel like the more clothes that you acquire, for some reason, like the more stress that I get. And every single time that I like have to travel and like live somewhere for like a month or 2 months or whatever, it makes me realize that your quality of life increases the less things that you own. So I'll literally wear the same like 10 pieces of clothing for like 2 months. I'm like, this is so great. I'm trying to purge all my closet of like crop tops and stuff. Like I'm really over that stuff and like start replacing them with like the long versions, which I've already started doing this past year. I literally just want to like have only basics, minimal clothing like this. Yeah, anyway, so it's 6:47. I'm gonna go. Oh my god, did it rain? Okay, low-key, I think it's cold outside today. I really didn't bring anything with me except for this vest. I'm gonna pack my stuff and we're gonna go. This is actually the first day that I tried leading some of therapy sessions for the kids. I'm actually at a First Nations reserve with a therapy assistant, and oh my god, the kids are so cute and so sweet. These are like her favorite clients pretty much. Oh, that's a volunteer fire station, by the way. This is the next morning. I am walking to the clinic. God, I think that I really need to make my alarm the theme song from Liv and Maddie or the theme song from Woods of Waverly Place, because tell me that wouldn't be the best way to start the morning ever. Actually, maybe it'll make you hate the songs. Dear, near, 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 well, you know everything. Here's a little snippet of what the small town looks like where I work. It's like low-key, had a rough couple of years, and if you know, then you know. You know what time it is? It's time for me to go on my sunset walk. It's 8:18. My hold came through for Magnolia Park's Into the Dark. Let me listen to that on my walk. And we're gonna go on our walk. Oh my gosh, I actually need to finish the series. It's actually so bad. But I did come across this like adult baseball game, I think is what it was. And these fat dandelions that I was trying to blow. These definitely are not normal dandelions because I actually couldn't blow them like using my whole entire breath. But look at the sunset. Oh my gosh. My favorite time of the night, which is to turn in, put on my PJ set. I feel like I've reached peak living. Truly all I do when I come back from work is change my PJs and go on my walk and read my book until I fall asleep. And that's pretty much it. I wish you guys could see what my room looks like. Oh my gosh, I feel like I actually haven't lived in like a real house like this literally since I was a kid. And I feel like I'm gonna miss like being in like the suburbs so bad when I go back to the city. On page 96, 23% of the way through the reappearance of Rachel Price. Rachel Price has in fact reappeared. I feel like Holly Jackson, for her books being YA books, so they're like not as messed up and disturbed, I feel like the mysteries and like the plot twist still really gets me. That is what gets me. I just want to bask in the sunlight and read my book. I want to show you the sky. I've never really been a look at the sky kind of girl until I moved here because the sky is like so beautiful when I'm not in like the direct sunlight. How is that real? Yes, I wake up obscenely early and I don't want to hear it because I would rather have like 3 hours in the morning to myself when no one is awake and no one can talk to me. And then I always have a better day. I look a mess. But first of all, do you guys remember that era when every single person on the planet, especially all like the 2016 like YouTubers, everyone was drinking everything out of mason jars? I'm actually trying to start childhood friends to lovers for these kids that I see. I am trying to play matchmaker. I really need to circle back in like 6 years and hope that they end up in the same high school, which in this small town, chances are they will end up at the same high school. I was actually doing God's work today. Look at my shadow. Okay, I think it's gonna be a really pretty sunset walk. The clouds all went away. Low-key, the reappearance of Rachel Price was like freaking me out because I was like, you have to get out, Belle, get out. I did not trust that woman at all. I was so scared for her life. I don't think I vlogged this last night, but I'm almost done the reappearance of Rachel Price. By almost done, I do mean I'm like 90% of the way through because I just wanted to know the plot reveal was, and then I was like, then I can go to sleep. Honestly, low-key, I was like scared. Like it was giving like Verity vibes, I feel like, for like a lot of it. Okay, ladies, you gotta stay on our toes. Stay safe out there. We have a feeding therapy client this summer and I was in charge of planning and doing all the therapy for today. So this is me preparing and I like have to try all these like snacks and like I'm like not a really sweet treat kind of person. So yeah. I didn't forget my daily sunset walk. I think I napped from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. today. Ate a bagel and protein bar and now I'm on my sunset walk. The sunset and sunrise here are actually really nice. Like the sky is so nice. So there's normally literally no one out here when I'm walking. For some reason today, why are there people here? Maybe because it's Friday. I finished the book. Finally. I think I should have read it like quicker. I just like for some reason like 2 books in 2 days at the beginning of this video, and then throughout the work week it took me so long just to read one book. I searched up the couple, obviously. It was like Pinterest photos and they came up. No offense, but did they read the book? And if you know, you know, you read the book before. He like dresses really eclectically and like all this kind of stuff. Is someone throwing a party? Why are the people yelling? But Bella's always talking about how like weird he is, but like she thinks he's hot. This is like one of those times where like I know that I'm gonna be like reminiscent of this summer and like being able to stroll through this random small town suburb like this. I just know that I'm gonna be sentimental and like reminisce over it, even though it's like already happening to me right now. Like I'm already reminiscing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you. Subscribe down below. Bye.